talked about market breadth as of late. Market breadth had been relatively weak. RSP have been really kind of dragging. The equal weighted index has really been dragging behind the market cap weighted index. Well, on Friday, we saw a very, very large jump in the equal weighted index. So the equal weighted index actually performed better than the market cap weighted index. So here's what you need to know before the bell. On Friday, Jerome Powell says, hey, employment's weak, inflation's high, but hey, we're going to cut rates anyway. Market was up very, very sharply on Friday, closing right at all-time highs. So again, we're just sitting right there back at all-time highs. So after correcting back to the 20-day moving average on Friday, on Thursday, we bounced off that 20-day moving average on Friday, confirming that support at the 20-day moving average, closed right at all-time highs. The good news is a very sharp uptick in money flows. There was we had this very kind of weak buying in the markets over the course of that recent kind of advance. But again, on Friday, lots of money coming into the markets on Friday. Of course, it was also, just mind you, is also the largest options expiration day for the month of August ever on record. Is like $3 trillion. So a lot of that buying was options expiration, but also a lot of exuberance over this idea that the Fed's going to cut rates. So we saw a lot of stocks that had been under pressure previously have very, very large gains on Friday. The market did well as a whole. In fact, if we take a look at, this is the S&P 500, but if we take a look at, say, the equal weighted index, we've talked about market breadth as of late, and that market breadth had been relatively weak. RSP had been really kind of dragging. The equal weighted index had really been dragging behind the market cap weighted index. Well, on Friday, we saw a very, very large jump in the equal weighted index. So the equal weighted index actually performed better than the market cap weighted index on Friday, and small cap and mid cap had an excellent day as well. They had a very, very large jump, about 3% on Friday as well. So again, saw a lot of breadth really pick up, a lot of money flows coming in on this idea of this Fed rate cut. Brought a lot of money off the sidelines back into the markets and really kind of focused not just in kind of the mega cap weighted stocks, but really started buying a lot of those other stocks underneath that surface. So again, overall, the market breadth picked up well. It's a nice breadth day. That's bullish. That certainly helps support markets. Now this morning, futures are pointing a bit lower. So again, not surprising after such a big move on Friday. Got some profit taking coming in this morning. But again, that kind of breadth increase on Friday certainly gives the markets a bit of support here. Now, the one piece of news is that we're still running a negative divergence on both money flows. Relative strength remains in a negative divergence. So again, we do have some underlying technical weakness in the markets, but again, nothing overly burdensome right now. So again, the market remains very bullish. Keep your allocations in place. But again, as always, don't forget to manage some risk. But that's what you need to know before the bell this morning.